personal log, Posa, Izael, computer. When I log off, please send this to Captain Takov, Penny, Loxus, and Shakel. This probably comes as no surprise, but I am not good with goodbyes. So I guess, it's good that you're getting this. I've got some stuff here in this world, this universe, to take care of, and I'm gonna go do that. My dad wanted me in Starfleet, and I don't belong here. So you'll be good, I'm sure. You'll do great things. You don't need me, I know that. And maybe I'll see you again. Thanks for everything. And log.
Personal log, Lieutenant Penny the Vulcan. We're headed into a lot of shit right now, and on top of that, I got a message from Posa that she's gone. She took a shuttle and went somewhere, and I just don't have time to process it right now. So I guess we have to go fight this battle, and we'll deal with it later. But right now, I just need to focus my energy on learning what we're going to be doing. So I guess that's what I will do.
Personal log, Loxus. I've been busy trying to hone up on techniques to defeat Borg. My last rumble went easier than I think it should have. And on top of that, fucking Posa skedaddles. Man, if I had more energy, I'd go and knock some sense into that girl. Anyway, I just gotta keep practicing. Haven't had time to fuck. I think it's probably better that way. Kind of boost up my testosterone. Really unleash it on the Borg. Locks us out.
Personal log, Lieutenant Shakel. We woke up this morning to messages from Posa, and I guess she left. I don't know how to process that right now with all that's going on, so I'm just not going to. I've got a lot of research to do before we head into the big fight, so I'm just going to focus on that. Shack out.
Well, anyway, I have two siblings, a half-brother and a half-sister that my mom had after I was gone, after my father was gone. You
have no memory?
No, I never had a brother or a sister. My mom never even remarried. She ended up leaving the farm and moving into the city, and that was it.
So you're telling me that upon review of your record, you realized you were experiencing quite a fundamental change in your history.
Star Trek.
Cue the Star Trek.
It's a Star Trek.
It's a Star Trek.
Some kind of Star Trek.
Shot. Komodo going through space. Maybe upside down? On the side?
Through a nebula.
Yeah. Like past two suns.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's galaxies like you can see swirling in the background somewhere. It's very beautiful. Bunch of like, I don't know, just gorgeous space shit. Space is great.
So good.
So, you guys, you're shuttling an ambassador. I don't know, he's some Vulcan. It's always some Vulcan
Always is.
ambassador.
Fucking Vulcans.
You're really not doing anything special. You're going from one starbase to another starbase. And Takov actually calls for the three of you to come into her ready room. And I just assume the three of you go to her ready room, unless you want to get up to some weird antics along the way.
It's a little early for antics, so I'll just do what I'm told for now.
Never too early for antics.
And she's sitting at her desk. She's not standing. This is not Discovery. She sits like a normal Romulan, pretending to be a Vulcan. And she says, well, we don't really have much going on right now. The three of you have some time on your hands now that we've resolved the situation in
Madrilathi space?
Madrilathian space. But now that we've got some time on your hands, we have the whole Posa situation, and I know that caught you off guard. It's a little bit curious that, she just took a shuttle and left, and I did, against my better judgment, allow that to happen. Didn't have... She kind of looks around. She just sort of pushes the button on her terminal, the heart, to do anything about it. And it might be good if the three of you could just check in on her. I don't necessarily need you to bring her back, or find her, or capture her, but if you could find any information about what she's doing out there, that would be great. I'm sure you're curious about what she's doing as well. We have time on our hands, so if you would like to take a shuttlecraft, by all means, please do so. Take the most comfortable shuttlecraft we have. There's three of you. Gonna need a couple bunk beds.
True.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Can I ask, have you reported her absence to Starfleet?
I have reported that she's gone.
On
Yes.
leave? Or
Yes.
AWOL?
Not AWOL. No, not necessarily. I've found some Starfleet regulations in which to cleverly hide her absence behind.
Sabbatical? A space sabbatical? That's hard to say.
Yes, a space sabbatical would be probably the easiest way.
Yeah, if you try to put the word space and sabbatical together in one word, it's just
Spagatical.
Spacebatical.
Space. Sabbatical. Sabbatical.
Sabbatical. There you go.
Spadaddle.
Sabbatical.
Not easy. No, not easy.
I appreciate your candor with us and
Yes.
allowing us to go and see if we can speak with her.
I wish you the best of luck. And I know this isn't easy for the three of you either, because this isn't exactly your timeline / universe / fingernails or hair either. So
It's true.
I mean, it is art. It is. You grew them back. They did come from our physical bodies.
Did I lose my hair?
one of you lost your hair.
Yeah.
I don't remember which of you. But
I don't either. And I did I lose my nails? Or was that
one of you lost your nails.
Remember who lost
No,
what
my
and
skin
where.
fell off. I remember because I was going gold member.
Oh, that's
with
right.
it.
You still have it. So
One of you lost, I think one of you lost your nails, and then Penny put your hands in milk.
I think that might have been me.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
that was Posa.
no, I think it was I can't remember it, but then you spent the night. That was the first one that
I
happened.
think I lost my hair because I was just like immediately shave it all off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nails first. I can't remember who lost what. Anyway, y'all shed a bunch of...
I was the first
Body
person
parts.
that lost something.
Yeah, it was fingernails then. You lost your fingernails, and Penny put your hands in milk, and then you went into med bay, and you spent the night in med bay.
And we had picked up all the nails even though we didn't need them.
Yeah, and Penny put them in milk, and
Because you can put them back on if you're within 30 minutes.
I'll insert relevant clips of episode we're discussing
Cool.
here.
Accessing library computer data.
You actually suddenly feel an extreme pain through every fiber of your body. Every fiber of your being is gripped with excruciating pain.
Double over and
I run over to her, Posa.
Yeah, and as you run over to her, do you touch her or anything like that?
Yeah, no, I would definitely like reach down and kind of squat down with her if that's get on her level and kind of put my hands on her.
Sure. And as you and Takov does the same, she comes rushing over, and as you're sort of touching her, making sure she's okay, right? Sort of doing some preliminary, just looking her over. You realize all of her fingernails have fallen out of her fingernail beds.
Barf! Oh, jeez. Okay.
I have really cute nails. Somebody should gather those up and glue them on.
Like a dentist's office, like where you put your teeth in milk, and if you get there within a half an hour.
Exactly. Somebody put that shit in some milk for me. Come on. I'm not saying that, obviously, but you can read my mind, bitch.
Yeah, right.
Replicator 1 milk, lukewarm.
Doctor thought your 20th century medicine was charming.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we have to come up with a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could be saying that out loud to my crewmates here.
Well, Takov says, I don't know where she went. I know the last real heart-to-heart I had with Posa was some time ago. We really didn't talk much. She mostly... even my Posa, before the whole change, was pretty flippant and unconventional about chain of command, to put it lightly. Mm-hmm. But this Posa, I did have a rather nice heart-to-heart with her about... We talked about her family on Bejor at the farm. She had looked her family up, her new family, this family in this timeline, this world, this universe, and her mother had remarried, and she has a half-brother and half-sister here. That was literally the last actual true conversation I had with her months ago.
Seems like a solid lead.
Yeah. Knowing Posa, I'm going to guess that that's what she did, was go and try and find her family here.
My door's always open, for the record.
Thank you, sir.
You can always talk to me.
Thank you.
And also, get the fuck out.
That's Starfleet for you're dismissed.
Talk amongst yourselves. Okay.
Yes.
The door is already open, but do not let it hit you on the way out.
No.
If you ever have any deep dark secrets you need to tell anyone, you can let me know.
It's a weird way to put it, sir.
Yeah. I was like, that's not ominous at all. Thank you for that.
I'm just a Romulan. Why do you want to?
I'm just a good old trustworthy Romulan, that's all. So
Put a wink sound in the camera there for me, Danny.
Okay.
There's been a lot of winking in this one. Like.
We don't know if our Takov was a Romulan, do we? Or do we?
You don't know if your Takov is a Romulan, because that all came about after you went through the space butthole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can guess that probably yes, she was, but we don't know for sure.
Based on...
Gonna assume so.
But maybe not.
Pretty weird if she looked the same and had the same name, but didn't have the same parents.
Things are pretty similar, but they're different enough. Like, Trip didn't die, so maybe Takov's not a Romulan. Where you?
Yeah, but
that's like
Trip didn't die, but he didn't have a different mom and dad and came out exactly the
true.
same.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, that's not irrelevant. Sorry, I'm leaving.
You're like, Trip didn't die, so you're probably not a Romulan. What?
Oh, that's very scientific of you. Thank you.
So I think Shaq would, if she hasn't already done this, she would have looked and see what the ship sensors say regarding the shuttle launch on the night that Posa left, and see if she could extrapolate where they were going based on the trajectory that existed from that launch, et cetera, et cetera. And so if it's anywhere near the direction of Bajor, then she's on board.
Sure. Give me a computery stuff roll.
Is that a 3 for me?
Yeah, you get 3 for that.
And that is a success.
Okay, so, and I'm gonna roll for Posa in this situation. Okay, so, Danny rolled success on her computery. Posa had also rolled a success on her, covering her tracks.
Oh.
But Danny is, I would say Danny's better at computers than Posa is at covering her tracks.
Yeah, if we were doing like a arm wrestle of my computer skills versus her, you know.
So I would say that she actually does a pretty good job at covering her tracks, and you do actually lose her trajectory, like her flight path, except that her flight path pretty much immediately started toward Bajor.
Got it.
You're like, okay, there it goes toward Bajor, and then it's gone.
I was looking for really just any kind of hint that was possible, and so yeah, that's enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like straight toward Bajor, and then it's completely gone.
Okay, I'm on board.
Yes.
Literally, I have gotten my toe.
You're in the shuttle. She's standing in the hatch of the shuttle, waving at you guys.
Yeah, I'm like at the controls, like, come on. Revving the engine.
Honking the little the space horn on the... So, do we get little, like, class pictures at Starfleet, do you think?
Like class pictures?
Yeah.
Like when you graduate from the academy?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Cool. So I have my picture of Posa, and I had her sign the back of it because it's an actual printed picture. I don't have it just on a pad.
Of course.
I have my little picture of Posa that I had her sign the back of, and that's like, I keep that with me, like in my chest pocket or whatever, so that I have it, because...
Have you seen this girl?
Yes. Well, and just because she's not just our colleague we're looking for, she's our friend, so I have her picture with me while we're on our mission. And then I get on board the ship, so...
Lox makes sure to bring a holotape of Tom Holland's lip sync battle, and she's also on board.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like watching it. Huh?
Trying to...
We're like trying to talk to her about what we should do, and she's just like watching something on her pad.
She's like, yeah, it's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah, what? Yeah, sure. Are we moving yet?
Yeah, she's like, are we still on the Komodo? Why aren't we moving?
Yeah, why the hell haven't we left yet?
So I think we're all in agreement. We're en route. We plot a course to Bajor, and we're off.
Awesome. Where's Leaf with his sound effects?
He's in the bathroom.
Oh.
That sounds like a toilet,
noise.
sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that's a flushing noise. Yeah.
Warp 5? Was that how fast shuttlecrafts go? Remember we had this long discussion?
Yeah,
Warp
I don't
5.
remember the outcome, but I think
I
Warp
remember the
5
discussion.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Warp 5.
I don't even remember the discussion.
Warp 5 or Warp 4? 5, Warp 4. I don't know how many days it'll go.
Warp 4.20.
Nice.
Nice.
Maybe take a day to get to Bajor.
Sure.
How long would it take from Geordi on TNG? Geordi was going to go from the Enterprise to Ryza.
He got kidnapped.
And then he got intercepted. Yeah. It was like 6 hours. He was complaining about it was like going to take 6 hours to get to Ryza or something. He was like, "Oh, this takes so long, blah, blah, blah. I'm so bored." And I'm like,
find something to read.
oh, then he was like, the computer were doing trivia at each other,
God,
right? And he was
what a
like, I know
baby.
this one. Make it harder, computer. I was like, get out of here,
Jack
Jody.
definitely does not ask the computer to play 20 questions with her. She would never.
Penny does.
We'll say it takes like 6 hours to get to Bajor from where you guys are, from the Komodo's location.
Okay.
Do you want to play 20 questions?
Yes. Penny absolutely wants to play 20 questions with the shuttlecraft computer. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jack is not necessarily participating, but she is.
She's not participating.
She's eavesdropping.
She didn't say she didn't put on headphones to completely ignore it. But she just have a pad and she's reading something else. But if she knows the answer, she will say it.
Cool.
All right. Please specify century.
1990s Earth.
I am thinking of something. I'm actually not yet. Let me think of something.
I am working on it.
Working.
Please proceed with your questioning.
Is it sentient?
No.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Indeterminate.
Indeterminate. Okay.
That's bullshit. You gotta answer.
Hey, Lox, do you have a question? Do you want to get in on this?
Didn't even answer the last one. Wait, it's not sentient?
Not sentient, and it's indeterminate whether or not it's bigger than a bread box. Is it an article of clothing?
No.
Can it change shape?
Yes.
Can you eat it? Is it edible? Not can you eat it, because you can technically eat anything.
No.
Okay.
Is it an element?
No.
So no Honda cars. Got it. Does it provide entertainment?
Yes.
Okay. Can you use it?
Yes.
Is it media?
Yes.
Can you use it for sex?
You can use anything for sex if you're brave
Yeah, I
enough.
was going to say that's not. All media could be sexual depending on how you feel about it.
Yes.
So yes.
Do you use your eyes to take this media in? Generally.
It's too vague.
Because if it's music, you don't use your eyes, you use your ears, you
I
know?
know, but it could be on a CD.
No.
And you could look at a CD.
Do you use one of your 5 senses to take this
Yes.
media in?
My God, she's due 2 questions for that. We still don't know if it's a song.
Is it a song?
Yes.
It's a song. Okay. Was it a song that was played on regular radio?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it by Chumbawamba?
No.
That's all I had.
Is it a solo act or like a band that sang this song?
Yes or no question, Penny.
Oh. Was the artist a solo artist?
No.
Okay, so it's
Formerly known as Prince.
that's not a question.
Not a question.
Just
I'm just saying.
So it's not a solo artist. It's a song by a band.
Be more specific. Is it a rap song?
No.
Is it a country song?
No.
Is it a rock song?
Guess.
Is it grunge?
No. Would you like 10 more questions?
Are we already at 20?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had 5 more. I'm sorry, I miscounted your hands.
No, we just have to answer now.
Okay, now we just have to answer.
Say a grunge song, quick. Or not
It's
a grunge
not
song,
grunge.
a rock and roll song.
Torn by Natalie Imbruglia.
The answer is 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
Damn it!
Would you like to know more about the song 1 Week by Bare
Please
Naked Ladies?
play 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
Yes.
And the computer plays 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the sides and I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying, get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room.
By the time it's finished, we're at Bajor.
She plays a 10-hour remix and you stop 6 hours in.
We'll finish this when we get back in the shuttle. It's fine. We'll just computer pause.
Okay. You have 4 hours left on your way home.
Yep. And then we can play another 20 questions. So, yep.
All right. So you're at Bajor. I mean, you do all the Starfleet shit. You land in Bajor. What's the capital of Bajor?
Bajor City.
New Bajor City.
New Bajor City. That's the capital.
Bajor capital city. Ashala.
Oh.
It's okay. First of all, this is at memory beta. I'm going to memory alpha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ashala. It's not even in there. Does Bajor just not have a canon capital? Look, yeah, it just doesn't.
They sometimes mention, like, certain provinces, but I don't think they've ever said, like, they might have said the capital city or the capital, but I don't think they've ever specified.
Where does Kai win when she's sitting at her desk, like, making out with what's-his-face?
Ew.
At the end of DS9, when they're, like, necking. Where is that?
Hell. Actual
When
hell.
it is. Feels like being in hell when she's making out with... What's his name he's using?
Oh, I don't remember what Bajoran Gul Dukat is called. It's gross, though.
It is
Spoiler
gross.
alert for DS9, everybody.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
You guys, I've been working my way through it. I didn't know.
Bad news.
You didn't?
No.
Just forget you ever heard that.
Oh,
You
well.
can hear from us.
Haha, JK, we're just kidding.
JK.
Lol. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's disgusting and you'll hate it. Okay, just in case you didn't know, Gul Dukat's a bad guy. And he's irredeemable, and he never turns good. And Kai Wynn also never turns good. She's also irredeemable.
He turns worse, if
Yeah.
anything.
Two of them together are shitlords.
Yeah.
Ew.
They do evil makey outies.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just love to hate them. God, they're so good at being terrible.
That's true.
So, yeah, there's just no actual named capital of Bajor. So I guess Ashala, according to memory beta. But that's not canon, so whatever. So you just land in Bajor.
Just Bajor.
Yeah.
Have you seen this girl?
We just...
I have my picture, yes. Mm-hmm.
We probably have an idea of what, from just speaking and knowing Posa, we probably have an idea of what province she lives in, right?
Yeah, you actually know from her records, Starfleet records.
Okay, there you go. So we go to her hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like, her family is known to still be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her family farm. I mean, you actually know where her family farm is and everything from Starfleet records. I don't think... Right? They don't lock that all up from other Starfleet members, do they?
No, because
If they would, then Geordi wouldn't have gotten fucking all weird about what's-her-face on the
Leah
fucking
Braun.
holodeck.
yeah, he wouldn't have been able to look up everything about her and, like, that she loves fusilli and all
Maybe
that
they
shit. Like,
should lock up all that fucking information.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be able to get that.
Starfleet, can we have a word?
Right.
I guess in the future, we're not worried about any stalkers in Starfleet.
I guess not.
They're all cured.
Geordi was the only one, so... And,
Well, didn't Barkley
Also
get a little
Barkley?
weird? Yeah.
well, yeah, and Barkley. But
Yeah,
Barkley
Barkley,
was
yeah, Barkley.
harmless. He just made characters so he could never hang out with anybody real.
I mean, he was harmless then.
I guess that's true.
He literally made the first holodeck sex labyrinth.
Good job, buddy.
It's true, he did, but he didn't try to trick anyone to coming into it, you know what I mean?
But he was, like, sweet about it.
He wasn't, like, using it to stalk a poor woman or
No,
anything
it's
like
true.
that.
It's true. He just put Deanna in, like, a cute outfit and hung out with her and fed her grapes or whatever. It wasn't
Right.
like he was, like, DVD-ing her.
That you saw.
That we saw.
That we saw. True, they can't put that on primetime.
Yeah.
That was further in the sex labyrinth.
Yeah.
They put a quick end to it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have access to all the information, turns out. Just Starfleet just puts it out.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. Yeah, so you can go right there, or you can, like, hang out in town, or, I mean, like, whatever you want to do.
Whatever. Well, we should probably go to the farm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the first order of investigation would be just see if she's there still,
Yeah.
I guess.
So
Yeah.
we do that first, and then we can visit the town for more information if we need to.
All right, so you head to the farm. You head to the farm, and it's like a nice little farm, family farm. I don't know what people on Bejor have for farm animals.
Got pizza ovens, I know that.
Ooh.
Well, that's right, because Riker and his family lived on Bejor, right?
Oh, no, that was a different
Nepenthe.
one. This was like...
Oh, okay.
There was an they talk about it a lot in more recent Greatest Gen, which I don't know if you guys are there yet.
I'm totally
I'm really behind.
But there's one episode where Kira is trying to get some like people to move off out of this like land that's going to be reused, and to do it, she like destroys their pizza oven. And so that's like a running joke in Greatest Gen.
Oh, this is with the old guy that's really shitty to her.
Yeah, he's really mean, like, but it's kind of like acting like her dad, and then she sympathizes with him, but she wants to get him to leave, and so she kind of sets his house on fire, and
Kind of sets his house on fire.
she like phasers his pizza oven to death, and it explodes. It's pretty great.
Yeah. So they have pizza oven.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
That has not been destroyed.
Yeah.
They got like space chickens. They have a
good.
two space pigs, like a space rooster.
Oh, Sam and Kristen, they're playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And Kristen named her duck Jadzia Quacks.
It's adorable.
So there's
The
definitely
cutest.
a duck named Jadzia Quacks.
They got one space cow. And then that's all like near the main farmhouse. And then they got crops. I'm making a swirling motion with my hand for the viewers,
In this region.
the listeners. Yeah, just out and about. It's enough crops for a farm family with a little bit of semi-modern machinery to handle on their own. If you've ever seen the Rift Tracks family farm in like winter or spring or whatever, it's about that level of farming. Like it's enough for one family to handle with some nice farming equipment.
Story about Autumn on the farm.
A tale of getting up at 5 to do chores so you can go to school, so you can come home to do chores before dinner, so you can get to bed early because you got to get up 5 to do chores.
They can definitely handle, they have enough for themselves, and they also have enough to sell and earn a living and provide for themselves off of that.
Do we see anybody work in the fields or tending to the guys, the space chickens, as we walk up?
Yeah, actually, as you're walking up, there's a space dog, and he starts barking. He's little guy, about this big. Kind of like
Bigger than a bread box.
yeah, like
About
a terrier,
bread
maybe
box-sized one. Yeah.
bread box size. Actually, yeah, yeah, kind of shaggy, like a Scottish terrier, but like a ratting dog, you know.
Loxus pulls a bone out of somewhere and like gives it to the dog. Like takes a little nibble and then gives the rest to the dog.
The dog's tail's wagging back and forth, and he stops barking, and he's like just running around your legs, all excited. And there's a grown man out in the field. Like he's not in the field. He's like near like the gate going into the fields. He was like hammering on a post or something.
Yes. You gotta fix your fence posts.
Yeah.
You have to. Stardew Valley taught me that. So
And he looks up, and when the dog starts barking, and he sees the three of you in Starfleet uniforms, and he wipes his brow, and he gets his handkerchief out, and he wipes his brow, and he puts it in his like pocket, and he's like a good looking man in his 50s? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Or did Posa's mom marry a younger, handsome gentleman?
Posa would not like that.
Posa would hate that. Maybe he's in his 40s. He's in his 40s.
Oh boy.
Strapping.
even better.
Strapping 43-year-old. Nice
Ooh la la.
looking ridge on his nose.
Oh, real nice ridges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And he like comes up. He's just like a real hunk. Good for farming. Yeah.
Good hunky farm boy.
Not rebel material at all. Bad rebel material. Good farming material. Like salt of the earth. Good for hoeing.
Good birthing hips.
Wink. Speaking of hoeing, I feel like I might be about to become Posa's stepmom. So.
She'd love that.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he says, well, we don't get visits from Federation very often. What are the three of you doing around here?
Cut the crap. No, I'm kidding. We're actually, we're looking for Posa.
Posa? You know, I have actually not met Posa at all. She left before I ever got a chance to meet her. I remarried her mother after she left for Federation. Is there some news about Posa we should know?
She hasn't been around here, huh?
Not that I know of, but maybe if you want to talk to the rest of the family, come on in. Get you some space tea to drink.
I bet you will.
Nice house, good tea.
Shitty parking. He motions for you to come to the house. Kind of an older house, but a lot of repairs done to it recently.
Strapping 40-some-year-old man. Doing all those
probably by hand. Yep.
Fancy repairs.
Mm-hmm.
Really reinforcing that pizza oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the pizza oven's going too. By the way, and it smells.
He has
great.
really good forearms from working the pizza oven.
Oh yeah, great forearms.
Yeah, the pizza oven.
The pizza. That's what it's a pizza oven.
Working that pizza oven.
Yep. Firm grasp.
Thick forearms.
I got a pizza oven for you. What?
What?
So,
y'all know who I am.
How old are you guys? Your characters. How old are your characters?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
are they our same ages?
Because you guys went to the academy together-ish, right?
Yeah, it doesn't strike me that you have to be any particular age to go to the academy. Because Data just joined whatever age he was, just 2 or 40 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we could just all be our
whatever age you wanted to be.
I'm gonna just be my own real age, so
the Vulcan equivalent.
I'm 38, but maybe I should be slightly younger than that. Maybe I should be 35.
Forever 35.
You're a Vulcan, Penny, so...
Yeah, so I'm whatever the Vulcan equivalent of 36 is. Except, I do remember from when we were, building our characters and shit, that I was, the equivalent of, mid-20s, I want to say?
Yeah. I was going to say, that does sound familiar.
10 years younger.
A little bit younger than, older than us, but equivalently slightly younger.
Yes.
Than me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And Klingons live about the same amount as humans, right?
Yeah, I don't think their ages, we have to do any calculations for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that none of them die a natural death, so there's no way to calculate the lifespan of a Klingon, because, glory for the Empire and all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you die of old age, man, rough.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you are not. Yeah. At that point, if I were 90, the equivalent of 90 as a Klingon, I would go out and pick a fight with, the grocery cart boy at Fry's.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Please
that,
kill me.
Yeah, please kill me in battle. I would appreciate it.
I would prefer it.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Klingon Krogers.
Yeah. Stobo Kroger.
Yes. It has a apostrophe in it. It's Krogers.
Kroger.
Well, I can't remember if Posa ever established how old she was.
30-something.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dee Dee. But her, in this timeline, she never established how old her half-brother and half-sister were, I think. So, her dad went to her biological father went off to be part of the resistance and died. And then her mom remarried, and then popped out 2 new kids. I'm trying to think how old they would be. Like 10? How long ago did the occupation end? So if we're just past Voyager in the timeline.
The exact start of the occupation is unclear, but the general consensus is that it began 2319 and ended 2369.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
2369, and Voyager ended in 2378. So they'd be around 10.
Yeah, I was picturing that.
So they're tweens. They're old enough to work on the farm, damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as you can walk old enough to work on a farm.
Yeah.
You got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they can help out with Papa Forearms. So, yes. That's his name now, is Papa Forearms.
So, yeah, they're tweens, and they're into whatever Bejor pop music is, you know. You walk into the farmhouse, and there is actually Bejor pop music playing. And the tweens are like, one of them's doing the dishes, and the other one's like in the like living room putting together a bookshelf or something.
Sure.
They just got a new bookshelf from Space IKEA.
Yeah.
From Space IKEA.
Super popular.
Because the living room was full of books. Bookshelves all around. Tons of books. And they're both bopping around. Just full of life. And Space Dad just kind of like pulls you in and says, well, welcome. Hey! Kids! 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 He walks over and he pushes, he pauses, it's space, he like summons the pop music, he summons like the radio from like the air and then pushes pause on the the controls.
He's a wizard.
I guess he just does it on the console on the wall, right?
Or like computer pause
It could
music.
be a holographic console that he can like just call.
Yeah.
Right. Because they have that in Picard, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing in Picard. Poop.
Yeah, yeah.
But Picard is like 30 years from now.
Future, yeah.
So he's still got the wall console.
Maybe not for home use. Yeah, maybe not for home use yet.
Yeah. So he just pushes pause on the wall. He says, kids, we got visitors. Come on in. They have some questions for you. I want to know if you've seen your sister. And they come filing in.
Is the mom here?
Mom's not here.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
And the kids come in and they look at you. They're like, "Whoa, Starfleet! Oh, cool!" And they come at you and they kind of like, one of them like pokes at Penny's comm badge. Like, "Oh, cool! We actually have never met anyone from Starfleet." And then one looks at Loxus and they're like, "Whoa, Klingon! Oh, cool!" They're like, "You got your mechglyph on you?"
Loxus like pulls it out of her little thigh holster and like
whoa
points it like real close to him, like right up to him, but you know, and then just kind of like smiles a real toothy grin and like pulls back.
And they're laughing. And they're like, "Holy wow!" And they're like, they almost swear, but they don't. And they're like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" And the dad's like, "You have to forgive them. They don't leave the farm very often."
So as they're poking my comm badge, I picture them like on and offing it to Takov. And so it's just like Takov just hears like, "Wow, let's hardly fork." They just get this burst of like child talking. Yeah.
No, we haven't. Well, they're thinking like they stop goofing around. They think about their dad's question. Like, no, we ain't seen Posa. We never met her. But now that you say that, 2 nights ago, Terrium, he started barking in the middle of the night out at the barn. We just played it off. No, didn't think anything about it. But I don't know.
Where's this barn, you say?
The dad says it's actually hard to miss right out there.
When's the last time you were in the barn?
Mind if we go take a look at the barn?
I've been out there many times in the last few days. I haven't seen anything, but if you want to look around the barn, I mean, go for it. Why you think Posa's been around?
Well, I don't know how much we're at liberty to disclose, but we are not sure currently of Posa's whereabouts. And so we were hoping if she had come by here, you guys could give us, some kind of indication of where she might be headed. Is her mother available?
Oh no, her mom went to town a couple days ago. I wish she was here for this.
Is it normal for her to be gone for a couple days when she goes into town? How far is town?
Pretty normal. Well, town's not far at all. It's about an hour ride.
What does she do in town for several days?
She has ladies' time.
Ladies' time, got it, okay.
Ladies' time.
She goes shopping, she gets stuff for sewing.
Her nails
she gets
laid by her lady friends. Ladies' time.
Mm-hmm.
We live out here on the farm, so she goes out, stocks up, spends time, I don't know, doing city stuff. I don't, I'm a country boy. I was born out here in the sticks.
It's clear.
City folk just don't get it.
I don't mind that city stuff much. She is also a country girl, I believe, but but every now and then a girl likes to go in and get some wine, right?
Yeah. Stay overnight to drink wine, sure, yeah, Totally normal city stuff. We all do that.
Yes.
Makes sense, yeah.
So where does she usually stay, and have you spoken to her recently?
Yeah, I call her every night.
Great. Where's she staying? Do you think she would mind us just coming and saying hello? And
we'd love to talk to her.
No, I'm sure not at all. I'll give you the information for her hotel.
Fantastic. If it's only an hour away, I think that's something we could reasonably get to.
Let's also maybe, I'm going to take some readings in the barn. See if I can tell anything that maybe a country boy might have overlooked.
With that newfangled technology.
Yeah. You go out to the barn. Terrium's just running around you.
I definitely pick him up.
He licks your face a whole bunch.
Stretches.
And I just snuggle my face into his face a lot.
Yep. And you're doing your phaser readings. And you don't need to roll.
Phaser
tricorder. Yes, she's just shooting fucking everywhere.
To get a reading, I just phase everything.
Burn the whole barn down. It's gone.
Just taking some readings here. Right. Don't mind us.
Yep. You were right, Papa Forearms. There's nobody in here.
I mean, if there is, they're dead now, so.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to use my tricorder, Susie.
Sorry, I wasn't more specific.
Oh, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Yes. You take some tricorder readings.
Do I discover any, traces?
Yes. Back behind the barn, about 20 yards, you actually find an old campfire.
Oh.
Pretty basic campsite. Classic Starfleet sort of makeshift campsite.
Like one that she probably would have used a phaser to start, right?
Yeah, so the campfire is just hot rocks and
and there's a bunch of grass and stuff to as a makeshift
pillow,
bedding,
mattress.
Yeah. Just classic Starfleet 101 survival stuff.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like someone kind of made a fire, sat down, maybe took a nap, and you kind of use your phaser to poke around, and it looks like there's a deer trail.
Use your phaser, Danny. You're just going crazy with your phaser this time.
I'm stunned, so I'm just pushing the I'm not really hurting the plant life. I'm just pushing it out of the way with my phaser.
It's like you're leaf blowing.
Yeah, it's I have telekinesis and hands, but I'm using the phaser.
Yeah. You can just set it to leaf blower. That's the setting on it, right? You've got kill, stun, leaf blower, and you just
gentle prodding.
Sometimes I use that setting as a hairdryer.
Right, yeah. It's important to
That's
have...
how you get your hair so big.
That's right.
Damn.
Yep.
And we know.
Get real crispy.
Yeah.
If it can dustbuster,
Yeah.
it sucks and blows.
There you
So
go.
dustbuster, leaf blower,
It's a
all in one.
floaty, and it's a...
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, Floby.
So
you use your fate. You use your use your tricorder. And you actually notice a bunch of deer trails, human deer trails. Just kind of going around the perimeter of the farm. As if someone was kind of like just kind of doing little laps.
walking, pushing down wild grass and leaves and things.
Yep. Kind of just far enough to be out of obvious sight, but able to like look at the farm from behind trees and natural cover.
And any transporter traces or
No,
anything
none
from
of
like
nothing like that.
a shuttlecraft landing or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Nope. All just on foot.
Anything leading away?
Yeah. Yep. And it just kind of leads away into the forest, into the hillside. You kind of follow that for a bit, but you realize it just kind of meanders around, and you don't know how far.
Okay, so nothing we can like completely follow, like
Right.
trail wise. Okay. And the campsite, can I like kind of tell, like date it, like how many days ago this was?
Yeah. They said, what did they say? 3 days ago?
Yeah,
2 days
2
ago?
days.
It matches up to what they said.
So if I were to use meditative, which is testing to gain information about your surroundings or find things which may be hidden,
Yeah.
would I be able to, if I were successful, possibly gain more information than a tricorder would be able to give us?
You want to like...
Because it's magic instead of science.
You want to vibe with your surroundings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You
I want to
wanna
lay
get-
down on that campfire and I want to rub that soot all over me and roll around in that hay
Sure,
bed.
I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let me...
You want to trance?
Yeah, no, Lox is getting a little hard. You rolling around in the dirt like that.
Ooh,
Put that
I got
salvia in your bung.
two successes.
Okay.
So I succeeded.
So you lay down in that bedding and you put that ash on all over you and you start vibing.
Yep. I hum, like a really throaty hum. Just
Yeah.
really,
You do the two voices hum.
Yes. I harmonicize myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start vibing, you get in sync with your surroundings, and you actually kind of like actually feel you see like the ghost, like a sort of a like
Reenactment?
no, not quite. It's like it's kind of like stuttery, like kind of like a ghost. You see, but you do see Posa's like figure, ghostly figure. You see her at the fire, and then you see her kind of like standing over there looking, and you see her like laying down inside of you, and then you see her like walking kind of back and forth, and then you do see her around,
Yeah.
milling about. But yeah, it's not. You get the sense that she was definitely here.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't see where she wandered off to at the end of her
No.
being here. Okay.
I mean, you see her just all over, but you don't get the sense of like she definitely went that way in that direction. Danny's information is probably more helpful. She wandered off into the forest up in the hill, but her trail is just so windy that you could definitely follow it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you would all want to go together and follow it, right?
Yeah, so since we know that this is definitely Posa, that confirms for sure that they don't have some kind of weird hobo that's just been spying on them.
no.
It's not Gary Busey.
Yeah.
He's not hiding in your walls.
It's not,
in your
it's not a
attic.
situation like that. It is Posa, and she probably came looking to just gain insight about her family, right? But maybe not ready to confront them. So I think we should try to follow the trail, maybe see if we can pick up where she did land the shuttle or transport down to, just to kind of, I mean, if maybe she's waiting for her mom to come back, she might be out there still.
Mm-hmm. How old is this fire? We said it was how
2
old?
days.
About 2 days.
2 days. When did the mom leave to go into town?
About 3 days ago, I think.
Okay. Just want to make sure she didn't, like, hook up with her mom and go to town. Not hook up, you know what I mean? Like, that she didn't meet up with her mother and then go into town together with her or something like that. But if the mom left before she got there...
Before we go find Mom, I would think we would follow the trail. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This is more... They're both important, but this one is more urgent, so...
Just in case.
Yeah. So...
Alright. So, not with your phaser... But with your tricorder, you decide to you decide to follow her trail. You kind of meander around the woods, like when you Shakel, when you were first following it. It does look like she was specifically trying to cover her tracks. And with what she knows about, ecology, trees and shit. She does know quite a bit about how to cover her trail. So anyone without a tricorder would probably not really catch on to her trail at all. But you happen to have tricorders, so it's actually pretty easy. So you can catch where, things are disturbed. And she's doing a lot of meandering around through the hills and around other people's property. And it's actually taking you back in through the village, the town, the small town where Posa's family is based. And it leads you to the transit hub.
Okay, so she came in from train or something.
Yeah.
Which do you think that'd be the same way that Posa's mom got to the city?
Well, we could always ask. Hunky Dad.
Daddy Forearms.
Yeah, that's right. Daddy Forearms.
You could go back or you could just call him up.
Yeah, let's call him.
Yeah. Alright, you give him a call. You look up his number in the directory and he answers. He says, did you find anything out there?
We traced Posa's trail back to the transit hub.
Well, shit.
She looks like she'd been at least visiting and looking in on you, even if she didn't say hi.
Well, why didn't she come in and say hi?
Posa's complicated. You may have heard tale.
Well, yes.
I was just wondering, is this transit hub the way that your wife travels to and from the city as well?
Yep, she would have taken the train.
Can you tell me which train so I can just hop on it real quick and zoom into the city?
Sure, let me just send you the information. He pulls up all the details and sends it to your comlink or whatever.
My phaser, yeah.
Yeah, it sends it to your phaser. Yeah. Here's the information. Here's the hotel she's staying at, and I'll just tell her that you're on your way so you don't catch her by surprise.
Wonderful.
I'm sure she'll be surprised and maybe delighted to hear from you. I hope that you find Posa. I know that her mom's been wanting to hear from her. I know they're not on good terms, but, mother worries about a daughter. I would love to meet her someday.
Sure, sir.
Anytime you're in the neighborhood, let me know.
Thank you for all your assistance.
Anytime.
Beep.
And as she's hanging up, I go, thank you, Daddy.
He was very handsome.
So handsome.
So handsome.
So let's hop on the train, play 20 questions with each other while we go to the city.
Come on, ride the train.
And I have to think of something else.
Yeah.
You pull up your tricorder computer.
Yeah, I have a 20 questions app on the homepage of my tricorder.
All right. Computer says on your tricorder says, currently awaiting your questions.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Indeterminate.
Again?
Is it a thing?
Yes.
Is it a song?
Yes.
Is it by the Bare Naked Ladies?
No.
Oh.
Is it a solo act?
Yes.
Is it Torn by Natalie Imbruglia?
No. That would have been good, though.
That would have been good.
Is it a female?
No.
It's a dude.
Dude vocalist song from the 90s. Is it country?
No.
Okay. It might very well be pop. But when I asked pop, the computer didn't know what pop
pop's
was.
pretty general, but I don't know.
Is it dance music?
No. Everything in the 90s is pop. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's true. It's a poplum. I'm not sorry.
Never should be.
Is the artist, would the artist be alive if it was 2020?
Let me check.
Computer needs to Google.
If you don't know if it's dead, then it's neither of the people I'm thinking.
Are you thinking Michael Jackson or Prince?
Yeah.
Because that's who I was thinking.
Or David Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The person is alive.
Okay.
Person's alive.
In 2020, the person was alive. Got it. Very, very specific question.
Very specific question.
So, male singer, pop song, 90s.
Well, you didn't ask about the pop song. That's Susie.
Is it a pop song?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 5 questions left?
No, you have 10 questions left.
We have 10 questions left. Okay, cool. Cool.
Is it from a motion picture soundtrack? Do you need to look it up? Okay, it's not probably not what I was thinking of. You have to look it up, so.
No.
Not part of a motion picture soundtrack. Got it.
No. Nope.
Okay, I think.
Huh. Was there a popular music video that you would have seen if you watched MTV in the 90s?
No. Well, no.
Okay.
I mean, everything had a music video in the 90s.
Okay.
Is she trying to rickroll us?
Are you never going to give us up?
No.
Or let us down?
Isn't that the...
Those aren't individual questions, just so you know.
Was that the early 90s or was that the 80s?
Is that the 80s? Whatever.
I can't even think of any male solo artists from the 90s that aren't currently dead.
Was it American music?
Yes.
Okay.
Seal?
Because I was thinking Kiss from a Rose, but she said not from a major motion picture soundtrack.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that was what I was thinking when I said that, yeah.
That was the song that was playing when I jumped off the high dive at Shepherd Pool for the first time.
Bryan Adams?
Ooh.
That was on a movie too, though.
Yep.
Is that a question? Was that a question or was that
Nope.
just a supposition?
We're just talking to ourselves. I'm talking to you, computer. Mind your business.
Yeah. Mind your business, computer.
Not Prince, not David Bowie, not Michael Jackson, not Seal.
Bruce Springsteen?
Was he big in the 90s?
I mean, I feel like the boss is always big.
Guys, Rod Stewart? Is it by Rod Stewart? Computer?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, Faith of the Heart? Nope.
Solo male artists that Susie knows that was from the 90s. That wasn't in a major motion picture. Pop. It is American music.
Yeah. 5 questions left.
This is tough.
This is hard.
Was Eminem in the 90s? Was Chris Rock in the 90s? Or were those aughts?
Eminem was in the 90s.
Eminem was in the 90s, yeah.
Who's Chris Rock? Isn't he a comedian?
He's a comedian.
That's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. I'm so white.
I'm pretty sure Kid Rock is a band, though.
No,
It's just a guy.
Kid Rock sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Kid Rock's like shitty, grungy, fake metal, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like,
Yeah.
That's not pop music.
No, that's not pop music.
You know it's pop music.
Pop music.
Okay, pop music.
Is this artist a shitty person?
Ooh.
Google it,
Let me check the Wikipedia.
I was thinking that's not subjective, it's totally objective.
I don't know. There's not. Oh, let me look.
Man, I can't really think of any male musical artist. You guys got anything?
No, and I'm just trying not to Google it. Like, it's not that serious, but I just want to know.
We could just run out of questions and make the computer tell us.
That's true. Just start. So our next 4 questions we have left, we can just name fucking songs.
Still alive, pop artist.
Who's the guy that was in Genesis?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Or maybe it's Peter Gabriel. No, those are both more 80s, aren't they?
Well, Phil Collins
Yeah.
was in Genesis in the 80s,
It's true.
but was
And then
himself in the 90s.
The 90s.
So
Yeah.
it could be Phil Collins.
I'm trying to think of like older people. Cause
Leaf likes Phil Collins.
Susie didn't know if they were dead or not.
Was it Marilyn Manson?
That's a band.
No.
Okay.
Is it Phil Collins?
No. You have 2 questions left.
Was it part of an ad campaign?
I'll wait for the answer to this before I ask my last question.
Sorry.
Yeah. Danny, you can have the last question. That's fine, because I got nothing.
In 2019.
Whoa. Is it Lenny Kravitz?
No.
Okay. Do we know?
Okay, so ad campaign in 2019. So last year, it was an ad campaign.
That's why I was thinking Lenny Kravitz, man. He's always every ad has him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. Computer, answer please.
She's So High by Tal Bachman.
Oh my god.
God damn. There's no fucking way I would have guessed that.
I should have known that. Because that's the song that we always look up who sings. I should have known that. And you didn't know anything about them because nobody knows anything about Tal Bachman. Oh god, I should have known that.
Nobody knows anything about Tal Bachman.
Because I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Darn it. I fell into the trap that we always fall into of completely forgetting who Tal Bachman is immediately upon looking up his name.
I still don't.
After this conversation, we're going to forget who Tal Bachman is.
I still don't know who that is.
She's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high. Cleopatra.
Oh man, that's bad. No wonder we all forget.
Yeah, the only reason that it's on our radar at all is because one time Susie and Leaf and Nate and I were all doing a hike and we were like at the peak of this mountain and I don't know, for some reason it came into my head and I started singing it and then we started talking about who sang that song and we looked it up.
Like, who the fuck sang that song?
We've just done that like every couple of years since that happened.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, who the fuck sang that song?
Here's your time for the next year, too.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
You have been listening to Mammary Alpha. Your hosts would like to thank Smelly Tooth, who composed our theme song and some of the other music that you hear, as well as Roll Music. You can find us online at mammaryalpha.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Mammary Alpha. You can tweet at us using the hashtag #ThisPodcastIsTheTits, thanks to Dee Dee, and support us by buying a t-shirt or becoming a patron. And don't forget to leave a rating or review on iTunes.